What's going on, YouTube? We back at it again with another one. Um, I want to react to this clip from is it called Organic Tacos? I forget the exact name of the pod, but it's I forget her name, but Mr. Organic is on there occasionally, and I'm gonna drop the description. I'm gonna drop the link for the podcast down in the description though. But let's get right into the little clip so we can react to it. Y'all know I'm gonna give y'all my take. I want y'all to give me your opinion in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, and let's get right into it.
Oh, if a guy just don't care anymore, he just like does not care. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you think that if a guy like really has a lot, and he has a woman that don't have much, you think he truly respects her?
No, I don't think men respect women at all. I don't even think
Zero.
men like women. I don't think men like women.
What you mean? In what aspect?
Like in any aspect.
They
Like,
just disrespect them?
they don't like us. Like they think we're stupid.
Yeah.
They don't want to be around us
Yeah.
unless we're fucking them or sucking them, whatever. Like they unless they're using us for something, they don't like us.
Yeah, Myron, I was just on Fresh and Fit. He said it last night. He said women are just here to reproduce. That's it.
Yeah, like it's the way he.
You think guys feel like, you think you got the same sentiment as him? That women are here just to be reproductive?
No. What? No, I think that's how you feel
That's
about
what I'm saying.
it.
You think guys think that?
Yeah, I think guys think that. Even though most of my interactions are with men,
Right.
right? Because I don't really have that many female friends. Like, I think that at the end of the day, like men just want sex and money.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
For the most part.
Yeah.
It all depends on the ultra level of a guy,
Like
right?
I see what guys do. They have 5-10 girls, and each girl they use for something else, and they will wear you dry till you're fucking dead, and then they'll just find someone else to do it to. They don't even care about your feelings. They don't give a about you.
I mean, that's the best move for a guy though, because once you really care and give your all to a woman, you are very vulnerable to a lot. That brings down empires, bring down businesses.
Yeah, so
understand that, like, you know, you get that to a woman, your whole life is in jeopardy. So you got to choose wisely, of course.
What's the point?
It's difficult.
So you can't do it.
Very difficult, especially a man.
Let me say this real quick about what she just said. Well, first of all, I think men and women are the main reason we here is to have children. That's like one of the main things we do is we have children. Like, I don't think that's just subjective to women, right? I think some women are stupid. I wouldn't say all women are stupid. I think some women are stupid. I think some men are stupid, but I think it's more smart men than it is like smarter women, right? Even if you look at the stats on that, you know what I mean? Like, men tend to be on the smarter side of the scale, and we tend to dominate the dumbest side, the dumber part of the scale too. And women seem to range in the middle, right? But it's just that we live different lives. You know what I'm saying? Men live different lives than women. I think a lot of these issues in these conversations is the fact that we're gonna keep going, but I think a lot of these issues in these conversations is the fact that we're not understanding that we're different, right? The only thing that's similar about us is the fact that we humans, we both got skin, we both bleed, we both got hair, lips, things like that. That's really the only thing similar about men and women. Everything else is vastly different. Our brains, the way our brains work, our body structure, bones, everything else, our bone structure is different. Men's bones are way more dense than females. Like heat regulation, everything. Different scales, bro. And this is something that we got to understand when we had these conversations with women, is that we got to start the conversation off by, okay, I need you to understand something before we start this conversation, because if we don't understand this, we cannot have this conversation. You do understand that men and women are different, right? Vastly different in almost every single kind of way. Vastly different. And we had these conversations, we go into these conversations with women and they automatically in their head, like, we're equal. And so this is why you can't ever get nowhere in these conversations, and you kind of talking past each other, and it's kind of just a bunch of just word salad. It's because the woman is not even understanding that we different. Sometimes men understand this, but sometimes men don't even understand this. Like, they just be talking too. Like, I feel like in this conversation, he was talking to her, and they was both talking as if men and women was equal. Like, we not equal. I'd have been cutting her off every single shot. Like, dude, we not the same. Some things I'm going to be able to do and get away with. Some things you can do that I can't do and you can get away with. It's double standards on each side. We both got double standards that benefit each other. Benefit the other sex. I would argue that women probably got more double standards that benefit them than us.
power and influence.
Especially when you're older, right? You know that, right? You know that if you really fuck with somebody for real, and you have a lot to lose, that one wrong move can take everything from you. I know that, right? I had a lot of shit. And I've been in a relationship where I was with the wrong person and I lost a lot of shit because of it. Like things that I worked very hard to attain. You know, so I know that being around the wrong person will.
And people try to rush you into that and make you look like you're crazy when you're actually smart. And then look at the percentages of it, like
and then once it happens to you, you're not gonna let it happen to you ever again.
It's a wild thing, but I don't think guys, not all guys. Now if you're talking about the high level guys, and that's what most people, focus on, I think for the majority of the time they do look at women like, because I know you're trying to come up on me. I know I had to work my whole life for all these positions, all these things, this mindset, and then I have to maintain it. So what are you doing around me? You know what I'm saying? Freeloading all that I built and have to keep growing. I'm just going to get that to you for what? You know what I'm saying? So it's difficult for a guy that's relent that. Like, even if he a lie or he a trick guy to give you some money because he just appeasing to you to shut up. It's all for you not to pull me down or disrespect me when they do that for the most part. Or you do exactly what I want. Is shut up and let me do what I want.
Right.
I just don't think majority of guys could do that, so they don't move like that. And they will never have the opportunity. 99% of guys not going to have that money, not going to be looking like that to treat women like that. So they do like them because they're going to need them. They're going to help them. Because they have no other choice.
What do you mean?
What I'm saying is, like, if a regular guy, when he has a woman, he really do loves her. He really do cater to her because he has to. They're going to need that companionship to grow in life and build a family. He can't.
I don't think that a regular dude needs to have a woman. Has to have a woman. He has to basically bend and fold at her whim because he don't have enough money to go out here and have other women. You know how many dudes I know that don't have no money that got more than 10 women. You know what I mean? And they all sharing him, they all taking care of him. I know plenty of dudes like this from where I come from. I know plenty of dudes like this. Plenty. I'm not saying that the majority of dudes got a whole bunch of women and da-da-da. But what I'm saying is, right, like, I know plenty of dudes who don't have no money that got plenty of women, is my point. Right? I think he pointed out as if the only men who don't need women is dudes who got money. Which I get where he's coming from, because a lot of dudes who don't have money, what it is they have a scarcity mindset. Because they find it hard to attract women, whether it's, honestly, women don't even have a good concept. I'm gonna say I don't think a lot of women, right? Because I don't want y'all to think I'm talking about all when I say these things. I'm never saying all. You know what I'm saying? We don't say all. That's just stupid, right? Because obviously not all women do one thing, right? But we're gonna say I think that majority of women don't even have a good concept or good grasp of money, right? I might make $2,000 a year, $200,000 a year, right? And a woman might meet me, and the way I'm able to move with that money, and I got an 800 credit score. So I might be able to move with that money a certain kind of way and buy certain things and use my credit for other things and move a certain type of way with that money. She think I'm a millionaire. She's not going to ever ask me, how much money do you make a year? And she better not ever ask me, how much money do I make a year? Because I'm going to drop her anyway. She's not going to ever ask that. That's like asking a woman what her body count is. You're not going to ever ask her that. You just going to peep your move and figure it out. Right? From her actions, right? Same thing she gonna do with you. She gonna peep your move and figure out, oh, he throwing down that Amex. He woo-de-woo, he woo-woo-woo. He pulling up in this, he woo-woo-woo, he da-da-da, he got this penthouse, he da-da-da. She don't know that I know how to manage my money in ways, right? To make it look like I'm a millionaire. But I make $200K a year, which is a decent amount of money, right? But I know how to manage my money in ways to make it look a certain type of way, right? And women just don't have a good concept of money. I know plenty of women like this who date dudes who make like $70K a year, but she think this dude make like $150 because of the way he moved with his money. They don't have a good concept of money, and other things as well. Like you might meet a woman, and the woman say, I got all the dudes that I done dated, they done had over 7 to 8 inch penises, all of them. And every single dude that I date gonna have over a 7 to 8 inch penis. And she meet you, and you know you got a 4 or 5 inch penis, and you whip it out on her, and she like, damn, you got a big one. Like they don't have the right concept. You can't really listen to women when they say this kind of stuff, bro. They don't be having the right concepts of size, money, height. Like you think you meet a woman, right? And you say you 6'4", you meet a woman, right? That's 5'2", and she don't ask you your height, but she meets you. What she gonna be telling people you 6'6"? You know what I'm saying? Like she not gonna be, bro. If you don't tell her, she not gonna be able to grasp the concept. She gonna be telling people, "Oh, my dude's 6'6". I'm telling you.
Just live his life by himself. Too expensive. And on top of that, he need that shoulder to cry on. He ain't got much to lose. I'm talking about a regular guy, not a guy that's a millionaire, top tier 1% guy. That's 99% of these other men really do love women, really do depend on them, really do have that connection. We're only talking about the real mutants of the world that treat women like that. It's because what they've been through, their trial and tribulations. They're not dumb.
She talking about.
I think it's really dumb if you just relent that to any woman.
That's all that is.
Because look at the history of it.
Are you talking about poor people?
Yeah, more poor people, more poor guys treat women right.
I don't think they do.
Because they need to.
They don't treat women right.
You don't think so?
I don't think men treat women right.
No men treat women right.
No men treat women right.
I don't know what world you've been living in, but some guys in this world do treat women right.
Like 10%?
Listen,
I think it's
this is one thing we got to get clear, man. Because I know plenty of people who make like 50, 60K a year. They wife stay at home. They got a decent mortgage, 3-bedroom house, got like 3 kids, and everything is taken care of, bro. They might have a little side hustle or something like that or whatever, or do like some kind of little gig or something on the side, you know, here and there. But bro, everything is Gucci. And I know some dudes who make 50K a year, their wife make 50K a year, you feel what I'm saying? And they live decent. Like, but I know some dudes who make like 50, 60K a year and their wife stay home and raise the kids. And they still live good. It just depends on where you, like I live in Ohio, bro. Houses here are not as expensive as way out the way and shit. You can get a 3-bedroom here for 80K. That's nice. You know what I mean? And your mortgage would be like, you know, $500-$600 a month. You know what I mean? Like for a 3-bedroom house. Like, come on, bro. Like, it depends on where you live, man. Like these dudes be living in all these fancy cities and stuff and just thinking, and these women too. And all of a sudden, if you make 50, 60K a year, you broke. How is you broke if you make 50, 60K a year and that's the average what people make? You know what I'm saying? Like 50K a year is like an average number. It's really 40 something is like the average. So how you broke, you making 40 something K a year? The average. I would call a nigga broke that only make $10,000 a year because that's not average. That's below the average. You know what I'm saying? You making 10K a year, you broke. And I don't call nobody broke because I know how I feel to be. Well, I call people broke who don't work at all, don't try to hustle at all. But you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. We gotta start being like when y'all listen to these type of podcasts, man. Y'all gotta start really keeping it real with yourself, bro. Don't let them weed y'all in with this goofy stuff. Talking about you broke because you make 50K a year. Don't let them weed you in with that.
The other, like I said, like 75.
No.
These regular Schmo Joes.
Yeah, regular Schmo Joes. I see it. I don't see it. Only guys that I see treat women maybe right if the woman is paying for everything and they're just there because of the money. What? True.
I don't think so. Nah, it's a lot of good guys. You know what I'm saying?
Where they at?
I mean, like
I don't see them.
I always give an example of my.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, me. But no,
I'm not talking about you.
But the three closest people to me, they're all married. My 3 closest.
You said that to me before.
Right, so I've seen it close hand, and so I know it's possible. Now, is it overall? Have I seen it?
That's 3 people.
Right,
and we don't even know. We only know your side of it. We don't know the woman's side of it.
From what I see.
From what you see,
right?
You don't really know.
Trauma, bro.
I do know.
No,
what else I'm gonna know?
See, you don't talk to the woman.
I do.
She got trauma, bro.
Okay.
I have.
She's not going to tell you how she really feels if you're friends with her husband.
But that's a perspective.
Let me tell you right now, she been fucking on some rich niggas. And they done traumatized her, bro. They done traumatized her, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't live in a negative world, so I'm not going to say everything's bad.
I don't know. I just don't see any relationships that I'm jealous of.
I told you before, you can't talk in absolutes. You know what I mean?
No, I'm just saying what I've seen. I haven't seen one relationship that I'm like, oh, damn, I wish I had that. No.
And I told you my 3 closest people have it. So I seen it. So this is my perspective.
Right.
So I know it's possible.
She knows she be scrolling on Instagram.
But you're not even in it.
Who?
You have never been married. You don't have kids.
Because I'm not dumb. And none of them, and no offense to none of my friends, none of them is me. None of them is this super nigga that's standing before you. They have all these glory to this highs, and they will tell you that. So my life and path is totally different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If everybody look like this, talk like this, have all this big thing, they ain't gonna be just giving it up to nothing. It got to be some real, you know what I'm saying, substantial you standing on. You feel me? So that ain't.
I'm gonna pause that real quick. I'm gonna address what he just said. Like, I don't even think that it necessarily have to do with you being talking like that. Like, I don't even think it had nothing to do with that. I think it have to do with you loving yourself, right? Like, I could be the most ugliest dude in the world, short, right, ugly, bald headed, whatever. If I love myself, I'm never gonna tolerate somebody just settling for me, right? Just because I feel like I need somebody, right? When you love yourself, you would never do that. When you love yourself, you would never just tolerate. When you love yourself, you're gonna want to be with somebody who also is in love with you, right? Because you love yourself so much, whoever deal with you gotta love you, right? Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Like, baby, excuse me, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know who you talking to? Yeah, I'm that one. You know what I'm saying? So even if you broke and you love yourself, you're gonna be like, look, I'm that one. Now they might call you delusional, whatever. You need to love yourself though, right? But you need to always be improving. And you gonna love yourself if you working really, really hard all the time to improve yourself. Physically, mentally, financially, in every single way. If you working to really improve yourself, you're going to love yourself. Right? And you got to learn how to love yourself, bro, because if you don't, it's going to be people out here, women, if you a man, and men if you a woman, right? That's going to come and take advantage of you. They're going to try to take advantage of you. They definitely are. People love to meet people who do not love themselves because those kind of people will tolerate all kind of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They will tolerate all kind of bullshit, let you step all over them, play them this way, play them that way, manipulate them. People love to find people who don't love themselves. It's confidence, really. You know what I mean? When you love yourself, you're confident about yourself. You know, you bulldog. You ain't gonna let nobody step up to you and play with you. Which is basically how he's saying he feel about himself. I don't think, but if you don't feel that way without all that money, you're not really him like that. Because it don't matter how much money I got, I could be broke. I'm always gonna feel like I'm him. You know, just based off my characteristics and how I move and how I'm always trying to elevate and do better. Right? If I am flat and I ain't got no money, I'm just fucked up. I ain't broke. I'm just fucked up. Because I'm going to get it back. You know what I'm saying? I'm always trying to improve myself. So I love myself.
In my life,
you gotta be that
I
way
never
too.
thought about it, never even fathomed it.
So you don't want it?
I take it.
Okay.
I take it. But like I said, it was nothing I sought after, though. So it had to come to me organically.
All right.
That's how I accept it. If it's meant to be, it will be. But I never was. I'm after the money. I'm after the glory. I want my name to be living on way after me.
You're still
Always in chase of that.
right.
So once again,
So how could you can't have both? Someone told me you can't have both.
we're going to see. If it works, it
Look,
works.
check
If it
this
doesn't,
out.
then it wasn't meant to be.
Someone told me.
Check this out. See, this is another, what I just said, right? What I just said, she talking as if men and women are equal. Somebody told her that she can't have both because it's extremely hard for a woman to chase riches and money and fame and still have a man at the same time. Because a woman is supposed to cater to a man, assist a man, like be his helpmeet, right? Like a woman is supposed to be the extension of a man, right? So it's very difficult for a woman to go chase. Now it happens, right? I'm not saying it don't happen, but it's rare. Most of the time when women go chase a lot of money and chase career and chase fame and all this stuff, they end up single because most men are not going to want to deal with you. And it also takes a lot of masculinity. That's a masculine trait to chase money and success and all this type of stuff, right? That's a masculine trait. That's what man's supposed to do so he can provide for his family, right? So it takes a lot of masculine traits to get there, right? And I can tell you right now, she's not the most masculine woman, but she's masculine. And so, you know, that's probably why they told her that, is because that's true for women. I think men can have both. That's a double standard that just is what it is. Like, men can have success and a woman. As a matter of fact, as the more he raises up in success, the more women he gonna attract and he gonna be able to pick from, right? That's just a fact. For women, though, it's not the same. The more she raises up in success, the smaller her pool is gonna get. Especially the more money she make, the smaller her pool.
You
her
can either
baby
have.
pool
You
is
can
gonna
only
get.
have one or the other.
You. He can have both.
It's you can have an outliner in these situations. You know what I'm saying? I live a lottery life. Everything about me was like is impossible, and I've done it.
Right.
Every single thing I ever done was all the way impossible. The percentage has not been on the Richter scale, and I accomplished it. So even this situation, if I want a woman that's on my level and got all this energy, and I'm able to sustain my glory and my money and have that too, I've done everything else in life I think is possible also. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I live in a positive outcome.
Okay.
That's how I think. People like to look at things like if it go bad. Look at things if it go good. And that's how I got to where I'm at in life. Like I came here with my last little bag, last little 100,000. Quadruple that quick. 5 times that, boom. They did another deal just now. They're calling me now to goddamn make sure the wire hit right now as we speak. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm checking that. You know what I'm saying? So that's the life I'm living. I'm gonna look at the positive in it. I believe.
Okay.
You know?
All right, we gonna end that there, man. I just like I said, I just think that when we having these conversations, bro, we gotta start it off with an understanding that women are not the same as men are not the same as women. I can't do what you can do. You got your own superpowers. I got my own superpowers. You got your own double standards that benefit you, that could benefit you, that don't benefit me. I got double standards that benefit me and they can't benefit you. Right? We got to come into these conversations understanding this, because it's like this tit for tat thing where it's like, oh, well, if you can do this, I can do this. And if you can do this, I know I can't do what you can do. Why do I have to be able to be the one to understand that I know I can't do what you can do? I know I can't go and get into the club for free just because I'm pretty. I know I can't have nobody hit me up and try to get me to go. And it's not even, you ain't even got to be pretty. You could just be an average girl. I know I can't just be average and just have somebody hit me up and come to a party with celebs and millionaires and stuff like that for free, right? I know I can't just hit some dude up and have him cash at me $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I can't do that, right? And it's cool. I don't want to do that because I'm a dude, right? I want to get it out the mud. But let's understand that when I get it out the mud, it's certain things that benefits that come with that I might have that you not necessarily gonna have if you get it out the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like, we different. So you play your role, I'm gonna play mine. You dig? Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm gonna get back with y'all on the next one, man. Peace.